Hi everyone, I'm Tammy. I am new to YouTube, but I am not new to life. I'm going to relate to myself as an administrative medical professional, and I have had 2020 to spend some time introspecting and figuring out kind of some tangles or knots in the string that I think going forward, a lot of new things are coming for us for 2021. The question is to define what is a physician, what is a practitioner, and what is a provider. And then in conclusion, it would be, which one are you and why would this matter to you? I looked up the three words, physician, practitioner, and provider, and got to two more words, which would be healing and then the word exception, because I noticed in the definitions that they kept adding, which has to do with the narrative change and steering, which I don't agree with, but because they're trying to validate what the original use of the word was. And then where did it get changed? And I think if we understand about, as long as everyone believes a physician is what we think it is. We think a physician, I didn't even look up the word doctor. I'm not even going there yet. I just wanted to make it simple because the new age is coming, right? Are you a healer or are you not a healer, right? And where does prevention come in? Prevention is in almost every definition when it comes to other sources of the word. And prevention is the first word. And prevention is not what many people that associate themselves as or attribute themselves as physicians, practitioners, or providers in the healthcare industry. Oh yeah, I looked up healthcare. And yeah, everything is spun so badly. People are waking up. They are becoming aware. There is a place where holistic meets one of these three, whichever we determine, if anybody does, what's a what is a what, then AI is going to straighten some stuff out. And Becker's Healthcare, I want to throw in there just because that is one of my primary feeds that I watch daily. They have stuff coming out again in a lot of areas of the industry by specialty. But a lot has to do with hospitals closing, lawsuits, CEOs resigning, and definitely new trends, which I'm a person that is innovative. I like, I think ahead, forward thinking, futuristic. And so I would recommend that you pay attention to what's going on because a lot of changes are happening. If you are somebody that isn't happy with what you're doing already, before I even get into this, just know that I am putting a link below that would put you in a place, a happy place, to do the most good for the most people and observe your oath of do no harm, because in my heart, that goes along with Asclepius' scepter, right? Do no harm. That those two go together, just like the barbershop and the pole, barber pole. Okay, so I don't want to make this such a very long video, but so we're going to go to physician, and I'm new to YouTube, so I'm in class. MeKevin.com is teaching me how to be a YouTuber. And so once I get to that part, we can enter and fix these all up later. But I'm going to do this because it has to be said. And the narrative is starting, and we might as well straighten it out or create a new one because I don't know if these are working. So I had physician up first because everyone thinks of a physician as the doctor, right? And I had the ability to do my marketing and set my phone scripts for my staff. So I could choose how they referred to my care providers, right? I could say, physician, doctor, Mr. Dr. Ken, or, or Dr. Bubbles, right? So I could say how the staff related to the physician, and they would I didn't even have to say it. You just lead and they'll follow, right? You build it, they will come. So this is the goal, is to build it and get our people here to help figure out what we need, because this isn't what we need. This isn't working. A physician for Merriam-Webster says that it is a person. The first one is, it's a person skilled in the art of healing. And that goes back to the 13th century, it says. So a person skilled in the art of healing. And this struck me, and this is what brought me to this whole topic, because when the monks who are healers, and they're going around doing huge, giant seminars and meetings with scientists and physicians, medical experts and laboratory experts, trying to convince them that they're scientists and that they're healers, but they don't need to take a test. This is from the 13th century. You can't tell me they had board certifications for the 13th century. Maybe they did. I'm not a history person yet. Might be in my future. I don't know. But technically, a physician is a person skilled in the art of healing. Are you a person skilled in the art of healing? I hope so. If you're carrying that title, that is the definition, and it is a noun. The other one is, there's a second definition, and it says one exerting a remedial or salutary influence. I did not break that one down, but it's influential. So physician, I don't know if physician equals doctor, right? I think doctor is what comes with the certification, right? You're not a doctor until you're certified. So anyone can be a physician, anyone that heals. I'm putting Band-Aids, to be honest, right? Kisses are healing, hugs are healing. I'm not putting this down small, but we have to deflate some of these egos, because they're hurting people very badly, and the greed. And I don't know how to help people. Besides, this is just the beginning of, my way inching and not getting into trouble, for hurting people's feelings, because then I'm not cleaning up their karma for their mistakes. I just want to create new ways to proceed, right? So then we go to practitioner. So my Merriam-Webster definition of practitioner, if anybody can guess what that is, it says one who practices. And the word especially came up again, and that was added in. That doesn't go back to the first use, which was in 1535, right? So 1535, a practitioner, okay, 1535 AD is defined as one who practices, okay, especially one who practices a profession. So practitioner can relate to anything, right? So we get that you put in there. Although definition 2 for practitioner, they have, this has gotten a special spot in the Merriam-Webster. So Christian Science as an authorized healer. So I do know, I had a friend that worked at a Christian Science healing facility, and they healed with food and all the things, love and prayer and connecting with themselves and their own bodies so they can help heal their own bodies. We're still going to need to set bones and, handle things. But once I think we realize how to prevent, I think it's prevention. I know in my heart it's prevention. And prevention is not what anyone practices. I am in the I've been duped myself. And I thought I knew, but I don't know what I don't know. Just like the rest of us may not know what we don't know, right? So practitioner is one who practices. That's what a practitioner is. A provider. Can anyone guess what a provider would define as? Okay. One who provides. All right. One that provides. That's it, family. That's it. One that provides. Internet provider, healthcare providers. When you're using providers in a sentence with healthcare, there is a dash between health and care. So that took me to the next word, healthcare, because, right, we have to be a physician, a practitioner, or a provider of something. And if it's healthcare, what is healthcare? Do people know what healthcare is? Do humans know the not practicing, not professional aspect of? Do even the working people know? I don't think so. So here's the definition of healthcare by Merriam-Webster. Okay, so I use healthcare, all one word. I didn't even break it up because to me, healthcare, that's how I believe and how I see it and how I perceive. So it broke it up into health space care. Definition of healthcare by Merriam-Webster. Efforts made to maintain or restore. So efforts are made to maintain or restore physical, mental, or emotional well-being. The Cambridge version had a lot more, and so did Wikipedia. There is not a lot on healthcare. Oh, here's one from Wordnik. The American Heritage Dictionary. Okay, Heritage, is that the one I have? No. The American Heritage Dictionary. The prevention, treatment, and management of illness. So it starts off with the prevention, the treatment, and the management of illness. So there is no prevention. I don't think we need more nutritionists. There's a reason I had to take nutrition twice in college. There's no prevention, treatment, and management of illness. AI is coming. It will diagnose. It will set a measure of treatment. We need to be there, be aware of where that's going, because the treatment plan can go in a direction as it's going now, right? Not in the preventative manner. So I don't know where that's going unless we start it, right? Someone has to start. What does prevention mean, right? Prevention, treatment, and management of illness. And I guess that is such a wide open dictionary, American Heritage and management of an illness. So it's not the healing, it's the treatment and the management. They don't even mention healing. So I don't think healthcare is a word that we should keep using in the future. I think we need to tell people, but I'm opening this up for the world, right? Once you put it out there, it's out there, right? It's out there. So giving it up to God, all of us. It's not healthcare. It's a human care. I'm putting first use rights on Love Your Human Institute. How's that? And Love Your Human clinics, because if you love your human, the human that's attending the clinic or the human that is treating the patient, how can you do something wrong working at a place called Love for Human? How can you walk in there with your spirit being about money instead of about that human? And I've seen lives changed. I mean, I've seen a friend next door terminally ill. I knew he wasn't. Why? Just because I'm in this field, right? We know when something's not right. I've gone to doctors and they said, they were going to do what? You just have arthritis. So we're being failed here. If you want to move your game one to the next level, because AI might be coming and you need to get your edge, which is fine, or two, because you love humans and life and you would never offer a 17-year-old kid with a migraine fentanyl if it was your own kid or your kid's best friend or your mother's significant other. Thinking with your heart and acknowledge all the providers around you, anybody on your healthcare team. Your CNA, your MA is a provider. The person that cleans your treatment rooms is a specialist at disinfecting. They're treatment providers. Treat everybody the same. I mean, how many times in my administrative role, I have had the room sanitizing team come in and bring up something that they saw, because everyone has an education coming from somewhere. This whole world of employment and qualifying and there's so much that just needs to be changed. But let's start with healthcare and have it not, let's call it love your human. I don't know. We have to get together and think of something, because healthcare is not what we thought it was. It really isn't. I don't know. Help. We don't want illness, right? We don't want susceptibilities. We don't want to have, we understand there's going to be jobs for everybody, right? You build it, they will come. It's just rethinking and recreating. It's just regurgitating. Why have to get special permission for a tubal ligation after your second child and not have to get a board approval for a surgery that is not even counting elective surgeries? Okay, we're putting those on the side. I'm counting the big ones. Have you a team of real research academics? We lost that ability. It's coming with AI now. We just have to make sure the AI is not sending our people the wrong way. Well, I didn't want to make this too long. Thank you for your time today. We do want to know, what sources does our industry recognize for the accountability standards in human, love your human treatment and yourself. Yoga every day. And that, like I said, that link below is for people that are interested into moving forward with where I believe the future's headed. And it does include using medical facilities, if that's how we want to say it, to make Tammy B from Medical Synchronicity happy. But learn how to heal yourself. Fee for service. Think about fee for service and what we pay for health insurance and what we don't get back. How much do we pay, like in the practice sense? Okay, so I'm working at a practice. How much do we pay billing for like a probably like $300,000 a year in billing? And I'm smaller scale, right? It still costs $100 to $150 for billing, and that's not counting collections, in-house staff. So you'd save money getting fee for service from the clients right away, the patients. Man, you can heal remotely. Think about it. Links below. 2 random acts of kindness today. All right? And show some respect to all of our people. They're all there. Nobody's crawling on the floor cleaning up humans' accidents from their treatments, from getting their gallbladders out and having diarrhea because they can't process it. They're all just as important. They're cleaning up somebody else's mess, literally. I love you. Mwah. Let's help change this narrative. I can't do it alone. Consensus rules. So we need a definition, and I'd say new. We need new, because this is all too confusing. All right. Anyone that's started on this, let me know. I'm interested in being on a team to move this forward. And thank you so much for your time today. Bye.